Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Gemini September 18, 2024. This is a good day for slowing things down in some ways, with the moon moving out of your sign and into your sector of security and predictability. Grounding, earthy, comforting, and familiar activities are in focus, and with an eclipse tomorrow, it's a good idea to connect with your feelings on your practical affairs. However, it's best not to act on them. For one, eclipses tend to magnify one area of your life and obscure another in the process. It's a useful exercise, but it's not great for decision-making. For another, today's Venus-Chiron transit also heightens sensitivity. Words can stir up problems with defensiveness so prevalent under these conditions. Aim to learn from what opens up today, even if it's uncomfortable, since keeping something buried will only prolong problems. However, wait and see, as there can be more to the story. Our beloved Jupiter is orbiting in a fellow sign. This will bring you an even further level of charm, magnetism, and beauty. Jupiter is known as our great benefic and delivers our most abundant blessings and fortune to us in life. It also amplifies all of the themes that the zodiac sign in which it orbits represents. Gemini is deeply tied to communication, learning, and digital interactions, so the human collective will see all of this become more present in our lives. If single, be sure to put yourself out there and meet people who have similar interests as you. How can you stand by your thoughts and ideas? Speaking your mind can be a challenging thing to maneuver at work. Old coworkers or past jobs may not have appreciated your 2 cents. You may feel like that yet again, as Venus in Libra opposes Chiron retrograde in Aries. Something you contribute to your workplace discussions may not go over well. Likewise, you could want to say something but feel unsure about how you would be received. Since this is a challenging energy to work with, you should practice reading the room before speaking up. Keeping yourself busy is never a problem. However, you will be more easily home in on what activities are priorities while the current transit lasts. There is an order of priority which, if you don't stray from, will build your health and self-esteem from the inside out. It all starts with what you eat, how often you exercise, and how well you sleep. It's a short list, mastering it is not easy. The hours coming up will be decisive, notably in your work life where you should benefit from an opportunity for your career. Before getting your professional activity up and rolling, you will have to be a better listener and be more open. So, make some concessions and get rid of the little habits and preconceived ideas that you take with you systematically along your path. With a little more innovative spirit and imagination, you should be successful more easily. During the final hours of the moon's first visit to Aquarius since Pluto, the planet of change and transformation, left 14 days ago, there is a noticeable emphasis on Venus and Jupiter's focus on the playful, creative, and adventurous aspects of life. As Venus separates from a friendly aspect that peaked yesterday and moves into her final 7 days in your sector of adventure, travel, learning, and discovery, she remains closely aligned with Jupiter in a playful and creative part of your chart. This alignment will persist even as activity begins to intensify on the income and job fronts. At the same time that Venus, the planet of love, moves into her final 7 days in an adventurous part of our chart and of her mission to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together, she is separating from a friendly aspect to Jupiter in your romantic sector that peaked yesterday. The last time the planets of love and luck came together here was in 2013, with the scene set for Venus' final 7 days to be some of the best. Our eyes in the sky. Today, the universe is offering you a rare and beautiful opportunity to open up to someone in your life, to truly let them see the real you. Whether it's a close friend, a family member, or even someone new who has recently entered your life, this moment invites you to embrace vulnerability. It's not always easy to drop your guard, especially if you've been hurt before, but imagine what can unfold when you do. Have you ever had a conversation with someone that left you feeling lighter, as if a weight had been lifted from your shoulders? That's the kind of transformation you can experience today if you're willing to open your heart. Vulnerability is powerful. It's how we heal, how we grow, and how we create the deep, meaningful connections we all crave. Even if everything seems clear on the surface and you're confident about your decisions, it's still essential to pause and listen to your inner voice. Sometimes, what feels like a logical decision might overlook the emotional nuances of the situation. Life isn't just about making calculated choices, it's also about honoring your emotional well-being and the relationships that truly matter. In moments like this, it's important to remember that love, personal fulfillment, and emotional health are just as valuable as any material gain. Today, you have a unique clarity and ability to see things in their true light. Trust that insight. You have the wisdom within you to choose the right path. Have you ever had that feeling where your intuition just knew the way forward? That's what you're tapping into now. Trust yourself, you've got this. Now, you might be feeling a little off kilter, perhaps even a bit restless. Have you ever had one of those days where everything looks fine on the outside, but something just doesn't feel right underneath? It's as if there's a subtle tension lingering beneath the surface, and you can't quite pinpoint why. That's okay. It's completely normal to feel that way sometimes. The important thing is to not let that unease spill over into your relationships or decision-making. Stress has a way of amplifying small frustrations into bigger conflicts if it's not acknowledged. Instead of reacting impulsively or letting those feelings fester, take a step back. Give yourself a moment to breathe. Maybe take a walk in nature, meditate, or jot down your thoughts. Have you ever noticed how a bit of quiet reflection can turn your whole perspective around? It's amazing what a little distance from the situation can do to bring clarity and calm. One of the most wonderful things happening for you today is the way you're naturally drawing people toward you. Your energy is magnetic. People are noticing your kindness, your compassion, and your authenticity. Whether it's in your words or actions, you're radiating a warmth that makes others want to connect with you. This is an excellent time to strengthen your bonds with those around you. Maybe it's deepening a relationship with a close friend, or perhaps it's an opportunity to form a new connection with someone who could become a significant part of your life. Lean into this energy. You're in a beautiful space to foster relationships that truly matter. Have you ever had someone tell you how much your words meant to them, or how your advice helped them through a difficult moment? That's the impact you're having right now, even if you don't realize it. Your compassion is shining through in everything you do today, making you a source of comfort and strength for the people around you. So, don't shy away from this gift. Use it to create moments of real, authentic joy. Not just for yourself but for others too. Building meaningful connections is one of life's greatest treasures, and today you're in the perfect position to do just that. What's one conversation you've been meaning to have, but have been holding back on? Maybe it's time to let someone in, to share a part of yourself that you've kept hidden. Or perhaps it's simply a day to tell someone how much they mean to you. Whatever it is, I encourage you to take that step and see where it leads.